What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some of the updates that Modern Warfare 3 just received, and it looks good. Sledgehammer Games is delivering on content so far. I know it's only been a week out. Wait, has it been only a week out? Actually, wow, I feel like it's been out for a little longer than that, but yeah, Modern Warfare 3 to me is still very alive and strong. I know, some of the Steam numbers might not suggest it. Some of the YouTube comments and Reddit posts might not suggest it, but to me, it has a lot of potential and it is a fun game. I feel like I gotta preface this every time. I'm aware skill-based matchmaking is a thing. I'm aware the armory unlock system kind of sucks. I'm aware of these things, but for some reason, everybody feels the need to comment this every single time. But barring that stuff, I think that this game has potential and is so far pretty fun. Yes, some maps suck too, but yes, it's pretty fun. Anyway, I just gotta feel like I gotta preface that every single time I make a video, because for some reason not everyone finishes every single video, which is fine, I guess, but then like, why are you leaving a comment if you didn't finish it? I don't know, that's just me. Maybe I'm making too much sense. Anyway, if you enjoy the video, enjoy the gameplay. I'm playing on a new map today. It was Karachi, I think. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into today's breaking news update. Maybe it's not breaking anymore. News update. All right, so as of yesterday, there was a new Modern Warfare 3 playlist update live. Terminal 24/7 is live. That is a good thing. I like Terminal 24/7. I like Terminal. Terminal Tom is my nickname at this point. Yes, I am a fan of Terminal. Okay, we're gonna run it up on Terminal. We're not gonna do good every single time, but Terminal is a good map, so I'm a fan of that. Good job there. Finally glad not to see a shoot house or shipment playlist for like the millionth time in a row, so hopefully we're avoiding that for a bit. Next up, we got this experimental playlist update where this playlist is just going to have outlines enabled for enemies and teammates. I haven't gotten to play it yet, and the gameplay you're watching is not it, so just so you know, but it seems like a good idea based on what I've seen so far. The reception has been pretty decent so far, so they're just experimenting. If you don't like it, don't play it. It's not that hard. I'm glad that they're experimenting and having these different playlists, so that's a good thing. And then lastly, there's one more playlist here. We are actually getting the Modern Warfare 2 Maps Mosh Pit, where we're going to be getting Farmhouse, Crown Raceway, Shoot House, and Mercado Las Almas. So cool, good stuff here. I'm glad that we're getting more stuff. It's weird that we're getting it so soon. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought we'd get this in like, when the next season drops or something like that, so we'd have more stuff. But I guess as long as it's not in its current rotation, I guess that's fine. My fear is that these four maps and eventually these Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2 maps are eventually going to be in the full game, like regardless of separate playlist or not. So that's my fear. I feel like that's going to be happening, but until that does, I guess we're good here. Yeah, that's that. So these are some of the new playlists that we're getting. Good stuff all around. More content is more content. Yes, you can say it's lazy, but at the same time, you don't have to play it. You can just keep playing in your quick play filter with whatever playlist you're feeling at the moment. So you don't have to do it, but more options is good. I guess it splits the player base a little more than you want, but it's all right. 2 days ago now, there was also another update. A lot of stability and performance issues. You can kind of read about that as well. Apparently, there's a lot of campaign issues. I don't know how there's campaign issues in like a multiplayer game like this. I don't get it. It's campaign, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. You explain to me how there's campaign issues when there's nothing really to be developed there once you finish it. I don't know. I didn't play it. Maybe I'm wrong. There's also a couple of multiplayer bug fixes that needed to happen. So enemy player elevation is now going to be properly displayed on the minimap. This is good. It looks like, if someone's upstairs, you can see that they're like higher than you, that kind of thing. That was necessary because Modern Warfare 2 maps have a lot of elevation, or I guess Modern Warfare 3 technically, but Modern Warfare 2 OG maps, they have a lot of elevation, and I was talking about it with a lot of my friends while playing the game, but sometimes some maps like Favela and like Afghan, things like that, they're very just rooftop warfare heavy. And that's not a lot of fun. It's not a lot of fun to just run around and get shot by windows, from windows. And yeah, that's just not fun, okay? Let's see, they fixed a bug where playlists would disappear from the main menu for console players. Also, promoting a player to party leader is no longer allow them to attempt to matchmake for locked playlists. That didn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess it's good that they're fixing that. As far as weapon progression, they fixed an issue with the CAT AMR where there was an issue unlocking certain bolt attachments, so they fixed that. Map-specific stuff, players can no longer plant at the A bomb site for an unintended location in Search and Destroy. This is for Terminal. As far as modes go, Team Deathmatch increased from 75 to 100. Not sure what that was about. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of TDM, but increasing it just kind of seems like you're asking for more time limit gameplay. And already there's a lot of time limit gameplay I'm noticing, and like kill confirmed and even hardpoint to a degree. Like, I don't know. I feel like these maps are just a little too big. I wish that they brought 8v8 or at least 10v10. I guess 10v10 or at least 8v8 into this. You know, 6 is a little too small, I feel like, for some of these maps. Some of these maps, like Rust, that's fine. You know what I mean? But some of these maps, Quarry, Wasteland, Estate, like 6v6 is very, very slow. I really think they got to do something about that. That's going to be one of my biggest requests throughout the year. If Sledgehammer Games ever, watches a video of mine, please take that into consideration, okay? Let's go over some of the weapon adjustments as well. So the MCW, the main assault rifle, actually has increased hipfire control during sustained fire. So I caught a mini buff. Very interesting there. That was already a very OP gun. The BAS-B, the battle rifle, increased hipfire control during sustained fire as well. Actually, all of these are. The MTZ Interceptor, which is the marksman rifle, and then the Renetti. All of these have increased hipfire control during sustained fire, as well as lastly the TYR handgun. There's also some zombies fixes, basically just like fixed crashes and things like that. Overall, good stuff, dude. I think that they're really listening. They really seem to be putting a lot of effort into Call of Duty. It does look like, some of the slide delay stuff is back. It looks like they reduced the post slide delay. So, your slide canceling and stuff looks a little more fluid than it otherwise would have. So good stuff there. I'm so far got to give it up to Sledgehammer Games. They are doing a good job listening. They're doing a good job keeping the community satisfied. As far as like a few things, I know the matchmaking is super bad. I know, but like the thing is, take away matchmaking. Just imagine yourself, you've probably gotten like at least one good game at this point. If you're level 55 or whatever, you probably played at least like 1 or 2 games where you popped off and got like 3-4 KD. Maybe you didn't drop a nuke, but if you're a decent player, you probably got at least like a 2-3 KD gameplay somewhere along. Especially if you've been playing. I'm like a decent player, right? I'm probably like below average, if not average, and I've gotten some gameplay. So I'm just saying, like you've probably gotten at least a handful. Just imagine if you could always get that, right? Like, imagine how fun the game is, right? The game is fun when you're doing well. The maps don't irritate you. There's not a lot of BS. I was thinking about it the other day. I haven't run into that many claymores. I haven't run into, okay, yes, I run into campers, but only on certain maps. And then there's no like last stand. There's no like stupid grenade launchers. Knifing is not super OP, like back in the day with like those like commando and noob tubes and things like that. I know there's a handful of people out there who are just trying to relive the glory days and go for knives and go for noob tubes, but for the most part, most people are just playing the game for fun. And yes, there's a lot of sweat, but at the same time, this game is fun. Take away the sweat. If you get in a very easy lobby, whether by reverse boosting or VPNing or whatever, the game has a lot of potential, and I can see that. And I want to applaud Sledgehammer Games for it. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about buying a bundle just to support Sledgehammer and just to, I guess, get a leg up in competitive multiplayer, because like if I get a harder to hit skin, for instance, I was thinking about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it just yet. Sledgehammer, I don't know. They kind of got to prove it to me first before I buy a bundle. But as of now, they are doing really good in my book. So that's it for the video. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, and peace.